Lesson 49, page 56. And today, for the first time, we are embarking on a new chapter of this book called the Hijos Protos, or the Ihi. And this time we're going to concern ourselves with the first mode, Hijos Protos, mode or tone first. For each of the hijos, we are going to have a table like that shows the basis or the basis, κλίμακα or scale, the σπόζοντες φθόγγοι or main notes, καταλήξεις, cadences, and we have three kinds of cadences, ατελείς, εντελείς, τελικές. We're going to explain what that means in a moment. Under melos or melody, we have ηρμολογικόν and στιχηραρικόν, because sometimes the elements, especially the καταλήξεις of each note, differ according to if the melos is ηρμολογικόν or στιχηραρικόν. For some modes it makes no difference. For some modes it does make some difference. Okay, let's take a look at first hijos. The genus or the genus of these hijos is diatonic or diatonikon. The ηρμολογικ fast and στιχηραρικ medium fast. I call it medium fast because we have fast, medium fast, and slow being the papatikon. So the ηρμολογικon and στιχηραρικon melos have the same base and scale, but the main notes differ. Okay, so the base is pa for ηρμολογικon, also pa for στιχηραρικon. The κλίμακα is diatonic for ηρμολογικon and also diatonic for στιχηραρικ. For the main notes, we have pa and the for ηρμολογικon, but pa and ga for στιχηραρικon. So if the main nodes are pa and the cadences will happen on these nodes. For example, in the case of ηρμολογικ, pa and the cadences happen on the, pa, pa, on pa and the. For the στιχηραρικ melody, the cadences happen on pa and ga, pa, ga, pa, pa. On the diatonic scale to the right, find the base, the main notes, and the cadences for each of the two types of the melodies. Okay, so that's left as an exercise for you. But let's go ahead and do it now. What's the base? Pa, pa for both ηρμολογικon and στιχηραρικon. So the black bar shows the phthongos pa as the base for both ηρμολογικon and στιχηραρικ melodies. Both of them, they have the same diatonic scale, so no difference there. Main notes, the σπόζοντες φθόγγοι. For the ηρμολογικon, pa and the. For the στιχηραρικon, pa and ga. Okay? Let's do an example, but before we do that, let's chant the scale. Pa, bu, ga, di, ke, zo, ni, pa, pa, ni, zo, ke, di, ga, vu, pa. Pa, vu, ga, di, ke, zo, ni, pa, pa, ni, zo, ke, di, ga, vu, pa. Minor, least, major. Connecting note or tone, connecting tone, minor, least, major tone or whole tone. 9 7 12, 9 7 12, higher tetrachord, lower tetrachord connected by a connecting main whole step or meson tonus. Babugadi kezoni pa nizoke digabupa. Lower, higher tetrachords, tetrachorda. Pa ήχος πλάγιος του πρώτου, but it is exactly just like protos for this case. So this is an example of protos ήχος as well. Many books, they have this exact melody and they call it protos, and I consider it protos. Pa, vugadi, 3 notes up. Di, ga, bu, ga, di, ke, ga, bu, pa. Όσοι εις Χριστόν βαπτιστείτε, Χριστόν ενεδίσαστε. Alleluia. Do you think this melody is hymnologic or sticharic? Well, let's see. Does every beat or almost every beat get its own syllable? Yes. So it's very fast. No matter if the tempo is fast or slow, the melody goes fast because each beat, each character that takes a beat carries one syllable. Όσοι Χριστόν βαπτιστείτε, Χριστόν ενεδίσαστε. Alleluia. Και what does the pedasti do here? The flutter. So if that was an oligon with the ipsili, just like here, it would still go 4 notes up, but without the flutter. But because we have an pedasti, we do have the flutter. Και δίγα, βουγα, δι, πα και δίγα, γαβου, δίγα, βου, πα. Όσοι εις Χριστόν βαπτιστείτε, Χριστόν ενεδίσαστε. Alleluia. Δι, και δίγα, γα, βουγα, δι. Μαρτυρία του δι. Δόξα Πατρί και Υιό και Αγίο Πνεύματι, δι και δίγα, και δίγα, βουγα, δι. genin geai geis τους αιώνας των αιώνων. Amen. The Gavupa. You remember this combination? Elafron plus apostrophos 2 plus 1, 3. Pa ke di ga gavu di gavu ga pa. Χριστόν ene δίσαστε, Alleluia. The priest says dynamis on the. Dynamis, dynamis. By the way, what is this thing here? It's exactly what that thing is, except you have the flutter because of the bedasti and an additional beat because of the klasma. Digavupa. I am cheating a little bit. I am doing some stuff with my voice that you don't see on the paper, but I've heard them so many times, it's hard for me to avoid them. Digavupa. Que di ga di pa pa gu ga di ni zo que zo que di ga bu pa que di ga bu pa pani pavupa dinamis osi εις Χριστόν ευαπτή στήτε Χριστόν ene δίσαστε downward bow. Okay. Now I want to explain to you the three kinds of cadences that you've seen in that initial table. We call them adelis or incomplete, endelis or semi-final, and telikes or final. And the adelis, the meaning of the sentence is incomplete, like you use a comma. That's when you have an adelis. Endelis or semi-final, the meaning of a sentence is complete, like when you have a period, but it's not the end of the group of the hymns. And telikes, the whole hymn or group of hymns is complete, and usually the priest says something. Let's go back. Όσεις Χριστόν ευαπτίστητε, Χριστόν ενεδίσαστε, Alleluia. Those of you that you were baptized in Christ, you were dressed with Christ, Alleluia. Those of you that you were baptized with Christ, comma, the sentence is not complete. Because if I find you in the street and I say, you know, those of you that this thing happened, we are going to wait for the rest of the sentence. So you need to have an atelis catalixis, okay, to let the people know that, you know, we're not really done with the meaning of this sentence. There is more to come. Atelis. When you are done with that one hymn and you say Christon enedisaste Alleluia, you are done with that. The meaning is complete, but you are not really done with the group of hymns, like all the way down here. So you have endelis or semi-final. So this is an atelis catalixis, and this is an entelis catalixis. Just like this one is an atelis, entelis, atelis, atelis, entelis. Τελική κατάληξη is when you are finished with the whole group and you let the people know with that longer kind of a cadence that we are done with this group, and this whole Christos, Osis Christos, and this is the piece is all done because we repeated it many times. We are all done now, and the priest is going to go on to the next hymn. So this is the τελική κατάληξη. And that's what you see here, atelis, entelis και τελικές. What we chanted now was ηρμολογικών μέλος. Atelis καταλήξεις is all of them on the, entelis καταλήξεις, όσοι Χριστόν ενεδίσαστε, Χριστόν ενεδίσαστε, αλληλούια, Okay, so that's the meaning of atelis, entelis, and τελικές καταλήξεις, and they can happen in all of the ήχους, and they can happen in all the ηρμολογικών or στιχηραρικών or παπαδικών melody. The following Apolitigion is chanted at the small entrance when the priest comes out with a gospel book, when the Ichos of that Sunday is first. This is usually every 8 Sundays, since the 8 modes rotate each Sunday. But because I still need to teach the stichirarikos, the stichiraric first mode, I think I'm going to leave both to Lithus Fragistendos and the Pasapnoi for the next lesson. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.